Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Budget with Caroline and my name is Caroline. Just quick disclaimer, if you've just watched my previous video talking about my budget and how I plan my budget, I have not changed clothes. I have simply taken my jumper off because I was getting a little bit too warm. So just to explain the continuity between what I'm wearing on my arms between the two videos. Today is Saturday and I am doing my cash stuffing video for week 1 of March. I have already explained in my previous video that I've allocated all of my money to each week. So let's unstuff this, count it up, unstuff my Saffiano, restuff my Saffiano, and then we can go through my binders. So let's just take the money out for now. How's everyone doing? How's their week been? Are you looking forward to this coming week? I know I was. I got my nails done the other night because it was payday. No more scabby nails for the week. Okay, so I've got my money. I've got my cheat sheet. So I know that this week I am stuffing £280. So let's give it a quick add up. So 55, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65. That makes 270, 280, 270, 275, 280. Wonderful. Let's pop this into my hippo. There we go. It's like I'm feeding my hungry hippo with notes. So this is all my challenge money, which I like to play lower denomination games with, because it just feels like I can play more games when I've got smaller denominations and coins. So let's unstuff the Saffiano first. We have got £5 left in spending, and then in change from the food shop I have got not a lot. There we go. So I did have ATP more, but I spent that yesterday on the NHS dentist checkup. Rather than having £4.20 in change loose in my binder, I took ATP out of my food change and used that along with the £30 that I gave them. They gave me £5 change, so that's gone back in my binder. So let's move that money over to one side. I've also got £1 left over from last week, which we carried forward. And then I've also got some change, which I took out when I took out all the cash from my bank account yesterday, so I could work out all of my money. So all of that is going to go to this side as well, and we'll count that up later and sort that out later. So let's restuff the Saffiano with this week's money. So this week I'm putting £40 in petrol. I've already written down what notes I want to use. So we're going to do 2 £20 notes for me petrol. And food, we're doing 20, 40, 50 this week. And spending gets its usual £15, but I'm going to do rock, paper, scissors with that to see what I'm going to be putting away. So let's do that first. So I've got my rock, paper, scissors dice. Give that a shaky shake. So can you see? It's that one, which is a paper. So I'm saving £10 this week. So I'll take that out. Oh, can't get you out. So paper, gets crossed off, and £10 goes in there. So it's coming along quite nicely, this little challenge. Pop that in there, give that a waft, and slide it back in. So we'll come back to challenges at the end. So let's pop that in there. That's my spending. And do up the Saffiano. So we can move that out of the way now. So I'm going to talk you through what I'm putting away. So if you watched the last video that I've put up, it was all about my budget and how I work out what I'm going to be budgeting and things like that. So I know that I'm putting away £280 this week. Of that £280, £60 is going to go into my excursions for my cruise, because there's a couple of excursions that I want to that I've got in my basket that I want to pay for now before they sell out. So I'm going to top my excursions up, but then I'm also going to draw that money out, put it back into the bank so that I can pay for the excursions. Bit of a long-winded process, but I just want to get it done now before, as I say, before they sell out. So let's go through the list. So we're doing birthdays work. I'm putting £5 in. So birthdays work just means that every person at work, we always put a £5 in to get them a nominal little birthday gift. Just makes them feel a bit loved. So that's that one done. Household, I'm going to put £5 in. So that is just to help top up things like my shampoo or my laundry tablets, you know, things like that I don't necessarily want to spend out of my food budget. So that's that one. I've then got takeaway, which I am putting £40 in. Now I know you're going to say that's a lot of takeaway food for somebody who lives on their own. Reason for that is because myself and two friends are going out for dinner next Friday, so I don't have an eating out or going out wallet, so I'm going to just use takeaway. So I'm just going to budget £40 for that, and then anything that I've got left over I will probably restuff into challenges or something like that at the end of the week. So we're going out on Friday, so I'll be able to stuff anything that's left over next Saturday. And then we've got my cruise. So cruise, I'm putting in my normal £50 per week. Not sure if you can see it there. Because I need to be saving up, so like £200 a month to pay it off. And I'm going to put the extra £60 in as well. So let's get my cruise binder. So in here. So I'm going to cross off 20, 40, 50. And we're going to put £50 into cruise. So I have already transferred £500 to my actual cruise fund and paid that off the balance, because what I don't want to do is wait until it's due completely and then pay a large sum. I'd rather just chip away at it each month. I would. And then excursions, I've already got £60 in here because this is my Christmas money. And I'm going to be putting in £60 this week because I had a refund from a concert ticket that they had to change the date for, but I can't make that date anymore. So I requested a refund and they gave me a refund. So I'm going to pop this towards my excursions, and I am going to pay that into the bank, and I am going to get my excursions booked and paid for, so that way they don't sell out and I don't lose out. So I'll sort that out off screen, I will. So that goes in there for now, and I will sort the rest of that out off screen as well, because I haven't actually ticked off my excursion money on this yet. So that's everything that I need to stuff weekly money wise. So we can move on to the fun stuff, which is challenges. And this is always the fun bit. So I'm going to source out the money that I've got from my leftovers first before dipping into my challenge money that I set aside each week anyway. So what have we got here? So I'm going to go automatically to me fivers, and we're going to pop that fiver in. So let's do that one. Give that a waft. I'll pop that in there and that in there. I think I said in a previous video that I was going to do all these challenges until sort of like the end of March, end of this month. And then whatever I've saved from the end of this month, I'm just automatically going to restuff into my cruise binder, wipe them all clean, maybe start them again or start some new ones, just so that I can build up my cruise fund so that I know exactly where I am and how much more I need to save and things like that, because this is a good way of saving. I think it's much more fun. And I added up all of my challenges for February and I'd already saved £167, and that's pretty much like almost a month's worth of money that I need to pay off for my cruise. So that's why I thought I'd do it to the end of March, see where we are, restuff it, start again, start some new ones, start these again, you know, things like that. So I'm going to do my February. I'm sure you've heard me talk about this. This is from Made Up by Mandy. This is her February challenge, where each packet is £2. And that's because February was the Chinese Lunar New Year and it's Year of the Dragon this year, and I am Year of the Dragon. So anything with me, dragons, Virgo, happy days. If you want to send me anything, Virgo or dragons or hippos, love hippos. I've collected hippos ever since I was knee high to a grasshopper. So I love hippos. Anyway, I digress. Let's carry on. So we're going to put our pound coins into these. So each packet is £2. So how many pound coins have I got? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can cross off 4 of those. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's lovely. That can go in there. Give that a waft. And then with the shrapnel, I am going to add this off. Now all month I've been saving up my shrapnel and putting it into the coins jar so that I can do all of this all in one go at the end of the month. I think that's going to be easier. And then once I've done that, all the money is going to go into my hippo money box. You see him? So we'll do that. But what I might do is I might put it into the money box off camera so that way it doesn't create a whole heap of noise. So what have we got? Let's sort these out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That makes £1. So that's £2, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 86. So let's find £2.86 on here, which is that one. I can see this one's taken a while. Might have to start putting some pound coins and some notes in. But so that's that one. So that was from Budget with Ira. It's the leap year 366-day penny challenge, which is probably going to take about 10 years. So I'm just going to pop this all back in here. As I say, I'm going to put it into the money box off camera so that way it doesn't create a whole heap of noise. Just so I'm kind to your ears. And then we'll do a new count up in the pot for March with the change that I get from March. So we've got £15 to play with, and then I've got some Happy Mail that I want to show you as well. So let's start with, what should we start with? Let's do Here for the Cash Hunt. So I was doing purple and I'd got to there with my purple pen. So I want to try and do all of the boxes, but every time I hit start, I'm going to use a different coloured pen so that I know where I've got to. So I've already done the blue ones. I'm there with the purple one. So let's roll a dice. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Save £5. So 1, 2, 5. That can go in there for now. I'm going to do the jar and see how we get on with that one. Fill the jar. If you remember from last week, I kept getting blooming red. And I've just realised they're the wrong colour, so I've marked that as red when it should actually be pink. So I'm going to put that as red. That's what happens when you do things in the dark. Even though I've got a ring light on, it just doesn't look very clear. I'm going to colour that one in orange. Yeah. So that way I don't get confused, because it's so easily done. Right, let's roll the dice. Green is £3. So that's that one. So let's colour in a green. And then we're going to do it again and see what happens. That's it. Colour in the lines, Caroline. So another roll. Okay, orange, which is £1. So let's do that one there. We will. If you could see me, I've got the tongue hanging out because I'm concentrating on getting it in the lines. That's it. That's that one. Now, do I risk doing it again? I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got £6. I think I'm going to do one more cash. Here for the Cash Hunt. See what happens with that. And then anything left over, if I've got £2 left over, then it can go straight into the February dragon. Right, so that's where I am. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's get orange. Roll again. 1. Roll again. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I did say that if I landed on one that I'd already done, I was going to move to the next one. So save £2 and roll again. Let's hope that I don't get a 1. 3. 1, 2, 3. Save £3. 1, 2, 3. That goes in. So that £1 is going to go back into my bowl, and we'll roll it on for next week. So that goes in there. And that's it. Everything is stuffed. Everything is allocated for this week. So my Happy Mail, I ordered some bits from Budget with Ira. If anybody watches the Don't Trust Ira lives, they would have seen this being packed. So this is what I've got. So I did an orange binder because I'm going to put my birthday binders into this, or no, actually I'm going to put my challenges into this one. I am. And then I am going to put my birthdays into this stunner. This is the peacock blue holographic binder, which is just dreamy. So I'm going to put the birthdays into this one, just because I'm just purely not loving these as they're getting bulky, and I've got another plan that I want to do with them. So that's what I'm going to do. I got the highly coveted, for fuck's sake, sticker, which I'm going to stick on my laptop. I've got the Seeds the Day little cover for my receipt, which I love because you get to colour in the icons and save. And then, if anybody again saw it, I got the funeral savings challenge. Now the reason for that is because I am literally thinking ahead. It is my logical brain thinking about this. We did have a death in the family earlier this year. My uncle sadly passed away. He'd been ill for quite some time, and he then slipped into a coma, and and all the family went round there to say our goodbyes, and then he passed away the following day. Now, unfortunately, he literally passed away a couple of days before my cousin's 50th birthday, and I know that on her birthday they all went out for a meal to celebrate, but then they discussed my uncle's funeral and his wishes afterwards, which is heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking, and I'm sure it was devastating for my cousin and my entire family, basically. So I got thinking about my own day and my wishes and things like that, and I know this is going to be a little bit morbid, but again, it's just my logical brain thinking about these things. So I remember seeing something called the Death Book. Now this has been made by the lady that does the space masks, you know, the eye masks that heat up when you take them out the packets. Again, she did this very practically because she had, I think it was her mum that passed away during COVID, and she had no idea what her mum wanted for her ceremony or anything like that. So this book literally takes you through everything step by step. And I just think it's a great way for me to be able to put down in here what I would like for my ceremony and things like that, just to save my family from worrying about it or having to think about it or going through all those emotions and that sort of thing. Everything is written down. And I just think that's logical and perfect and the best thing that I could do for my family. I mean, I'm not expecting to go anytime soon, but I just think it's just something that I want to be thinking about. So it's something that I want to start planning for. It's going to go into my long-term savings, my long-term challenges. It's not going to be something that I'm going to rush to get paid for, unlike my car MOT or anything like that. But I just think it's something practical to think about. So I will put the link for the Death Book into the description, just in case it's something that you might want to start looking at yourselves and start thinking about. You know, it's just something practical and logical. I don't think it's morbid. I just think it's something that we don't talk enough about. And like I said, I don't want my family having to worry about trying to pick out songs or hymns or poems or readings or, you know, or anything like that. I just want it all written down. This is what I want. This is the money that's paid for it. It's all done and dusted. You don't have to worry about anything anymore. So yeah, that's my happy mail. Not quite happy mail, but to me it's happy mail. So let's cover that up so we don't have to keep looking at it. So yes, that is everything. So I would like to wish you all a wonderful weekend and a wonderful week ahead. Thank you so much for joining my channel. I would love for you to stick around. I'd love for you to subscribe, like, comment below. Let me know how I'm getting on. In the meantime, I will see you all next Saturday. Bye for now. See you later.